Court is now in session, and you'll note that this is a court of law, not a soccer stadium. If we have another outburst like I witnessed in here this morning, I promise you I will clear this courtroom. Now the lawyer for the defense will make his opening statement.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this morning, I listened with you as our esteemed prosecutor laid his case against Warren Lockridge before you. Mr. Marley is a very powerful speaker. By the time he got through telling you what a bad guy my client is, I wouldn't even want to stand close to a guy as low as Mr. Marley described, let alone defend him. But after the dust settled, after I recovered from that barrage of rhetoric and looked once again at the actual facts of this case, I realized how lucky we are to live in this country and just how precious our system of justice really is. The prosecutor almost had me believing that my client was guilty because of words. He might have. He could have. It was possible that he did thus and such. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen of the jury? None of that counts. In deciding the fate of my client, you can only look at the evidence. Real, hard evidence. Not the innuendos the prosecutor hurls at you. The state would have you believe that Warren Lockridge is a killer based on flimsy accusations. Perhaps he did have access to a balcony that overlooks the oasis. But that doesn't mean that he was up there taking aim at Mason Capwell. And the murder weapon indeed was found in the trunk of his car. But that doesn't mean that he used it to shoot one man and kill another. That gun could have been in your trunk if someone who didn't like you put it there. Now, would that make you a murderer? And Mr. Marley talks about the feud between the two families, the Capwells and the Lockridges. Now, anyone who lives in Santa Barbara is probably aware that there's been a lot of tension between these two families. There's been a lot of weird stuff rumored to have happened over the years because of it. But the key word here is rumor. Talking about the Capwells and the Lockridges, speculating about their antics, might make very interesting cocktail party conversation. But this is no party. As members of the jury, you have a solemn obligation to believe only what has been proven beyond a reasonable doubt. Forget about what your Aunt Bessie told you about the Capwells and the Lockridges. Forget about what the supermarket tabloids say. You are here to decide whether a man lives or dies. And you have sworn to make that determination based solely on evidence. This man is innocent. Not because I say so, but because that's what the Constitution demands. He is innocent unless the state of California proves otherwise. And I assure you they will not do that. They cannot. Because the man you see here did not pull that trigger. Warren Lockridge simply is not a murderer.
We'll take a 10-minute recess, and then the prosecution may call its first witness.
That was good. That was real good.
It was just more words. But we needed some of the facts I was talking about. You've got to let me put Angela Raymond on the stand.
If you put her up on that stand, I'm a dead man. It's as simple as that.
Think it over. Because if she's not there, you're going to be just as dead.